Good morning students. Welcome to operating system class. Today here I am going to explain the topic page replacement. Page replacement algorithm actually. Page replacement algorithm. Okay. Where we'll use this? What is the use of this? Why we are using this? We'll discuss. Okay. As already I have explained, virtual memory. In the virtual memory, what happened? Example, this is a main memory. In the main memory, the total main memory is divided into a frames. Main memory, and these are called as a frames. And whatever user program is there, that total program is divided into a phase. It is a user program, and these are also called as a pages. And this program is in a backend store, in the secondary memory. So whenever the user want to execute any page, that should be loaded into a main memory. Means exact one page is stored in one frame. That is why the size of the frame and size of the page should be same. These points already we discussed in the previous classes. So good morning students. Welcome to operating system class. Today here I am going to explain the next topic of your syllabus, page replacement algorithms. Okay, in the name itself you have definition. Now I will explain what is the page replacement algorithm, what is the user of the page replacement algorithm, uses of the page replacement algorithm, and why it is implementing. Understood? So here actually this mainly this is based on previous topics only. Okay, so page replacement algorithm. First I'll explain this where we are using this page replacement algorithm. So before going into the actual topic, why we are using this I will explain. Example, this is a main memory, and this is a user space. User pages are there. Okay, actually this topic is from 3rd unit, 2nd chapter. Okay, virtual memory already we have started. After virtual memory, demand paging I have explained. After the demand paging, the next topic is a page replacement algorithm. Okay, so this is a main memory, and this is a user space. This user space is the example in the secondary memory, backend store. As we know that whenever the user is requesting for a program execution, then what happened? Whatever pages are there in the secondary memory, that will be mapped to a that will be swapped to a main memory for the execution. So the total main memory is divided into a number of frames. These are all called as a frames. Okay, and these are all called as a total user space is divided into a number of pages. So these are called as a pages. So whenever the user want to execute any program, any page, that should be loaded into the main memory for the execution. Understood? So your conditions already have explained. When the user space is divided into number of pages and the main memory is divided into number of frames, then the size of the frame equals to the size of the pages. Understood? So if the page size is a 2 bytes, then frame size should also be 2 bytes because one page is loaded into the one frame. Understood? These points already we discussed in the previous class. So here how many frames we have? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 6, total 6 number of frames we have. Here how many pages we have? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pages we have. So these pages should be loaded into the main memory for the execution. But here how many pages how many frames we have? 5 frames. How many pages we have? 8 pages. So the size of the main memory is less compared to the user space. Understood? So, but using already I have explained virtual memory concept, it will provide an illusion to the user that if the program size is bigger than the main memory size also, that program will also be executed. How that program will be executed already we explained. So here the user space is bigger than the main memory. So what happened? First we load 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you want to load 6, 7 and 8, where that pages will be loaded? So when the sixth page want to load into the main memory, then there is a situation of a page fault. There is no space for a page number 6. In that case, what happened? Your space is not there. Then what we are doing is, we are replacing, we are swapping out one page from main memory to the secondary memory. Understood? When a page want to execute, there is no sufficient memory in the main memory, sufficient frame in there is no free frame in the main memory. Then what happened? From this main memory, the frame which is not used from long back, okay, or if it is not used in future, some situations I am explaining. Now in case what we are doing is, instead of keeping that page in a frame, what we are doing is, we are swapping out that page from your main memory to the secondary memory in order to provide, in order to give a space to the incoming page. That process is called as a page replacement. Understood? So page replacement is a memory management technique where what we are doing is, we are replacing, we are swapping out one page from main memory in order to give a space to a incoming process, incoming page. Okay. And when it will use, when there is a page fault. Page fault means the process, the page want to load into the main memory. Page want to load into the main memory. When a page want to load into the main memory, but there is no sufficient frame, and whatever frames, free frames are there that are not sufficient to load that page. In that case, what we are doing, what we'll do, just will replace the previous pages, will give a space to the new page. So that technique is called as a page replacement. So using a page replacement, what happened? One page or a number of pages are swapped out from the main memory, and that space is given to a new pages. Understood? So what is a page replacement? When a process want to execute, there is no sufficient space in the main memory, there is no free frame in the main memory. So in order to give a space to the new process, what we are doing is, whatever pages are there in the main memory and that are not used from a long back, that we are swapped out from a main memory to the secondary memory, and whatever page is waiting for the execution, that is swapped into the main memory. So this is called as a page replacement. Understood? And when page replacement will come? When there is a page fault. Whatever page the program want to execute, the CPU want to execute, that page is not there in the main memory. First situation. And the second one is, there is no space to load a new page into the main memory. Then what we are doing? Just we are moving out. We are swapping out one page from a main memory, and we are loading a new page into the main memory. So these are the situation. In that case, in that situations only, we'll use a page replacement. And in order to replace a pages from a main memory, here we have a number of page replacement algorithms. Okay, page replacement algorithm, that is our topic. So in order to replace the pages in the main memory, we are using a different algorithms, and each and every algorithm uses different techniques. Okay, different techniques for the page replacement, which can, and you need to select an algorithm which minimize the number of page faults. Understood? What is the use of page replacement algorithm? The page replacement algorithm, number of different algorithms which are using a different techniques to replace the pages in the main memory and to minimize the number of page faults. Understood? Now we'll discuss about the page replacement algorithms. So here we have a different algorithms for the page replacement. The first one is the first in, first out, FIFO. The second one is optimal page replacement algorithm. And the third one is the least recently used algorithm. How many algorithms we have? 3 algorithms. Okay. FIFO, optimal page replacement, and the least recently used. Now here we'll discuss about the first in, first out. First in, first out. In this algorithm, actually this is a simple algorithm. Key points are simple algorithm. Easily you can implement this algorithm. In this method, the OS what it will do is, it keeps tracks of all the pages. Okay, it will store all the pages, and it will maintain a queue. OS will maintain a queue which contains all the pages. OS maintains a queue which contains all the pages. Oldest page at front. Oldest page at front, and the new page at last. Okay, so in this what happened? OS maintains, it will maintain a queue, and in that queue it will store all the pages. Oldest page at the front, and the new page, latest page at the end of the queue. When page replacement to be done, when there is a page replacement, then what it will do is, it will replace the oldest page which came first into the queue. Understood? In this what happened? We have a queue. In that queue we have all the pages are stored in the queue. And condition is, old page should be asked first and new page at the last. When there is a page replacement, the old page, the first page which enters into a queue first, that will be replaced. That's it. Understand? So that is the first in, first out. Here we have one example that I will with example I will explain now this page replacement. Now here we have an example. With example I will explain this algorithm. Page reference string of size 12. Page reference strings means, here reference string of size 12 means there are 12 number of replacements. There are 12 pages to be replaced. There are 12 pages should be swapped into a main memory. Page reference string of size 12. Next, what are the pages? How means the page numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So total 12 number of pages we have, and that pages should be loaded into the mainframe. Okay, main memory. So here main memory size I am taking as a 4 frames. This is a main memory, and how many frames we have? 4 frames. Okay, as I already explained, one frame is used to store only one page. Understood? And here what I am assuming that initially there was no page in the frame. Okay, we have an empty main memory. In that we are loading the pages from a user space. Now we'll see first page will be loaded, first one. Okay, here there is no, actually here we have a page fault. I want to load of page number 1. Basically that page is not there in the main memory. So page fault, this is a fault. This is called as a miss hit. M for a miss. Now the next second page. First frame is over. As I already said, old is at the front. 1. What is this new page? 2. This is also page fault. Miss. Next, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Again I want to load the third one, that is not there. 3. This is also page fault. Miss. It is an empty frame still. Next, first page, second page. Next one is the fourth one. Over 4 frames filled now, means total there is no free frame in the main memory. Now I want to store fifth one, where you will store. According to the first in first out algorithm, what happened? The frame which enters first into the queue, that will be first out. Which page is entered into a frame first? 1. So that will be swapped out. Understood? First in first out means the page which is entered into a main memory first, that will be swapped out. Which page is entered first here? 1. So that will be replaced. Now we'll see. Again we have 4 frames. 2, 3, 4. Here actually there is a page fault. Miss hit. Fifth one. So here the page number 1 is replaced. In place of 5. In place of 1, 5 will be replaced. Because the 1 is the oldest one. Next. Now 5 is as it is. Next I want to load 1 again. So again here what is the old one? Which page is the old one? 2. So that will be replaced. 1, 3, 4. Here 5 again it is a miss. 5 is not there. Next 1. Okay, 1 is there. It is also missed. 1 is not there, no? Next. After the 1, what is the next one? 3. 5, 1. So old one is a 3. Again I want to load third page only. Already third page is not there. So it is called as a hit. 3, it will be as it is. This is a hit. Means no need to load. Already page is there in the main memory. If that page is not there, it is there in the main memory, then it is called as a hit. If page is not there in the main memory, then it is called as a page fault. Okay, 1 over. Next 6, 5, 1, 6 to be replaced. What is the old page here? 3, 6. 3 is replaced. Next 4 is as it is. Again 5, 1, 6. 4 is replaced. Okay. Next 5, 1, not 5. 4 is replaced. 6. After the 6, 3 is there. Here you have a 3. Next, the old page is a 5. In place of 5, you will get 2. 2, 1, 6, 3. Next, 2, 1, 6, 3. Because 3 is already there, no need to replace. Understood? Clear? First page will be loaded. Next 2, 3, 4. When it comes to the fourth page, no, there is no page fault. When it comes to the fifth page, there is no sufficient memory. Then old pages should be replaced. So here 1 is replaced with the 5. Next, after the 5 again 1 is loaded. 2 is replaced. Next to 3. 3 is already there. 3 is already there. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Next 3. So it is a hit. 3 is already there. No need of replacement. Now come to the 1. 1 is already there. 1 is 1, 3, 1. Already 1 is there. Again it is a hit. Next come to the 6. Here the old page is a 3. The 6 is replaced. 6. Next 4. Here we missed 1. See 1, 5, 1, 3, 4. After the 1, what we have 3. 3 is already there. Hit is a hit. After 3 again 1 you have. So again it is a hit. It is a 1. So 5, 1, 3, 4 is a hit. After the 1 you have a 6. What is the old page here? 3. 3 is replaced. 6, 4 as it is. Next 3. 5, 1, 6. In place of 4 you get a 3 replacement. Next 2. 5, 1. Not 1 here. 5 is the old page I think. 5 is replaced. 2, 1, 6, 3. Understood? So you need to calculate the page fault ratio. Page fault ratio equals to page hits by number of replacement. How many page hits do you have here? 1, 2, 2, next 3 you have. Okay, once you calculate the, now you calculate the page fault ratio. Page fault ratio equals to number of miss by possible cases. Possible cases. Here number of miss equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 by total possible is 12. You calculate the ratio. Understood? So in your first in first out, what happened? Only the oldest page is replaced. Oldest pages replaced, and you need to check it is a hit or it is a page fault. Hit means if already page is there in the main memory, no need to load. Fault means whatever page the CPU want to execute, that page is not there in the main memory. You need to load from the secondary memory. That is a page fault. So after after loading all the pages, you need to calculate page fault ratio. If the page fault ratio is less, then that algorithm is an efficient algorithm. Understood? How will you decide the algorithm is best or not? Based on the page fault ratio. The whichever algorithm is providing a less page fault ratio, that algorithm is a best algorithm. So in first out, the oldest page is replaced first and the new page is replaced at last. So this is about first in first out algorithm. You take this. You take screenshot of this. Now we'll discuss about optimal page replacement algorithm. Actually, before going to the optimal page replacement algorithm, first we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of first in first out algorithm. Then we'll discuss about the optimal page replacement algorithm. Okay, what disadvantages you have in first in first out? From that, few disadvantages are solved by the optimal page replacement algorithm. So that is why first we'll discuss the advantages and disadvantages of first in first out. Then we'll go to the optimal page replacement algorithm. So whatever key points are there in the first in first out, already all points have explained, right? So means the page which is entered into the queue first, that will be replaced. Only the first point. Okay. Advantages. When you come to the advantages of first in first out, it is simple and easy to implement. It is very easy. Why it is very easy? You no need to consider which page has to be replaced, which has to wait, which has to come. No need to decide. Only one point is there, whichever is old page, that will be replaced. So that is very easy and it is very simple also. Okay, easily you can implement. Now come to the second advantage. It's a low overhead. You don't need to think much about the page replacement. What key point do you have? Only the old page. That is at the front of the queue. Only that will be removed from the queue. Now come to the disadvantages. What disadvantages you have? Poor performance. Poor performance means it is the page fault ratio is more compared to the other algorithms. When we will discuss about the optimal and least recently used algorithm, there we will discuss this point. Poor performance means compared to other algorithm, it is not giving, this algorithm page fault ratio is more and page ratio is less. Now, it does not consider the frequency of time. Frequency of time, number of times used. Frequency of used, you can say that. Frequency of used. Frequency of use means, already I have explained one example. In that example, 3 and number of times the same page is loaded. Okay, 3, 1 and 2 I think. 2 or 3 pages, number of times are loaded and number of times swapped out from the main memory. So what happened? Already pages, already once it came to the main memory, again it is swapped out. Again it is loaded into the main memory and again it is swapped out. Means one page is loading number of times. So it is not maintaining any track. It is not keeping any record of already loaded pages. Frequently pages information it is not contained. So that is why it is not using the frequent already used pages information, already loaded pages information. It is not maintaining. That is also one of the disadvantage. Now it is suffer from Biliadis anomalies. Means actually what is a Biliadi anomaly means? If you will increase the number of frames, if you will increase the number of frames, then what happened? It will increase the number of page fault. So this means if you implement the same example, you try the same example with 5 number of frames. Okay, in the example I have explained with only the 4 frames. You same example, you try with the 5 frames. Then you will get this. This point we'll discuss in optimal page replacement algorithm. Actually, what is the Biliadis page replacement is? If you increase the number of frames. Okay, in the previous example, how many frames we used? 5 frames in the main memory we used. But if you increase the frames, it will increase the page fault. Understood? That is, once we'll come to the optimal page replacement algorithm, there we'll discuss about Biliadis. Okay. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. We here in our first out, we have number of advantages. At the same time, we have number of disadvantages also. Understood? It is very simple, but it is not considering the already used pages. Already used pages number of times are loading, and if you increase the page frames, it will increase the page fault and poor performance compared to the other algorithm. When we'll discuss about the other algorithm like optimal page replacement and the least recently used replacement algorithm, then only you can observe this. It means in that algorithms only you can observe this. Understood? We have advantage. What advantage we have? Simple and easy. Low overhead. You no need to think much about which page to be replaced. Which page to be replaced? The page is at the front, that will be replaced. Understood? So this is about first in, first out page replacement algorithm, and this is the first algorithm. Next, in the further classes, we'll discuss about the optimal. In the next class only, we'll discuss about the optimal page replacement algorithm. Okay.